This episode is brought to you by Anchor, the easiest way to make a podcast with everything you need all in one place. Anchor has the tools that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Oh, and best of all, Anchor is totally free. Download Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hello and welcome to Life with Francie podcast. I am so happy that you're here. If you like updates about the podcast or anything else that I'm doing, I have an amazing community in the Life with Francie Facebook group. If you're already there, say hello. Don't be shy. Hope you enjoy this episode. God bless. Now, let's get this show started. Quick note before the episode on when I was explaining which one was it? I guess words of affirmation, the compliment yourself part. I said Mel Gibson and it's Mel Robbins. So I wanted to correct that before the episode so you guys know. Oh Lord Jesus, it's me. I don't have an editor, so I can't edit that out. I don't know how to do it. So I was just like, I thought that I deleted the episode, but I thank God I did it because I was like, oh my gosh, I can just make a quick note. So that's my quick note. Hope you enjoy it. As you can see, I just listened to it. I liked it. Hope you do too. Have a blessed day. I'm so freaking excited. I created a WordPress website for those who don't use the app, the podcast apps, and my download have skyrocketed. I was at 189 downloads last episode. At the time I'm writing the notes for the episode, I was at 250 downloads and 19 followers, subscribers in the Anchor app data. I feel so blessed. Now you can comment on the episodes on the website. Tell me what you think. Also, because of my amazing cousin, now I know that you can send voice messages through Anchor app. It was so sweet and it meant the world to me. You see, he's the nephew of Papi Julio. My dad, since I was a year old. That family is so special to me because it just showed up. I just showed up at their family reunion and they chose to love me. And I love them more than words can say. So thank you so much, cousin, for listening to the podcast and saying hello. But let's get this episode started. Uh, don't know how to edit, so there's going to be a little bit of background noise. I apologize, but I would be switching pages more than usual. As I said before, I can relate to the ADHD brain and jump a lot on my stories. So the notes help me stay on track. Like for this episode, I will be sharing amazing Pinterest articles I found on self love. I guess if you really want a sneak peek of the things that I plan to talk to, go check out my Pinterest account. I just changed the name to Life with Francie Podcast. So, like, I'm not creating content, but you can see what I like and, through my pins. And it will give you info of like what's coming up on the future episodes or what I'm interested on. So let's talk about self love, self care, and ways to make yourself a priority in a healthy way. I'm a work in progress in this area. I chose this topic today because of Valentine's Day coming up. I wanted to make it about love the whole month, but I wanted to start with self love because I don't know about you, But me, I'm 34 years old and I just started loving myself last year. So this is new to me. So it's crazy that I'm even doing a podcast on it. Um, So I thought I would start with self love languages, an article by April 26th account by Jessica Joy Holt on Pinterest. Thank you, girl. That was awesome. It was the first one that caught my eyes. I had to share the content of the Five Love Languages that comes by Jerry Gatman book. I will be talking more on about the book on next episode. I want to be clear of the stuff that I get. It will be on the description of the Pinterest pages that I checked. Books. I don't get anything through Amazon or whatever, but I'll still put it out there if you want to check out the Five Love Languages, because that is an amazing book to love yourself, love your partner, or love your kids or family members. It's really good. Uh, Now let's start with self love. When your love language is quality time. She had first set boundaries. I don't know about you, but I learned about boundaries in my 30s. Sad but true. 4 years in, and I'm starting to set them with my family, with myself, and my time, and even my job. Number two, she had eat your favorite food. No, this is not permission to eat all the sweets, Francie. Talking to myself because, good Lord, I love me some sweets. Then she went on make time for hobbies. I can do a whole episode on this one. Everybody and their mama knows I love diamond painting. Journals, planners, coloring books. Hobby is a way for me to relax. And diamond painting is truly the one that makes my quiet, like really, it's the one that quiet my mind. She had sleep early. I'm good most days on this one. I try to be in bed between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. I get up at 7 a.m. and need to be at work at 8. And usually there till 4 or 6 p.m. So I really don't have that much time. If my bedtime is like 8:30 or something, like I really try to stay up most nights till 10:30, but anything like 11 to midnight is starting to push it. I really tried to get my 7 hours of sleep. And I know those of you that have kids, I'm sorry. I don't have kids yet. So I need my 7 hours of sleep. It's a priority in my life. My boyfriend hates it. Because he can go for like 4 hours, 3, 4 hours, like pretty much a nap, and he keeps going and everything is fine. Anything less than 6 hours for me is like, be aware, warning. I come with warning. I also added meditation too for quality time. For me, I have a couple of playlists on Spotify to help me on bad days. I use flute sound music to go to sleep. Mentor sent me some meditation playlists, but for those that are harder, those are harder because I'm so active all the time. What works for me is tapping. Now, tapping is known as EFT therapy, and it's emotional freedom technique, which is a brief intervention that combines elements of somatic stimulation exposure and cognitive therapy, and you use your own fingertips to do it. In short, it involves quickly, repeatedly, light touch on a specific area, pressure points of energy hotspots to restore balance of the body system. Love tapping was introduced by one of my YouTube girls. She don't know me, but I follow her, and she is Gala Darling. She is amazing. I will have all this information about Gala Darling. I will have her YouTube channel in the episode description. So now, what if your love language is physical touch? Yeah, guess I should have started by that, but this is me. The Five Love Languages by Gary Chapman are quality time, physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, and receiving gifts. So now we're going to read ways that you can show self love through physical touch. Build a skincare routine. I was just reminded of that the other day. I work outside and well, it's winter. Goodness, my face was killing me. I found something, but I'm not sure yet. A skincare routine. Getting better with body butters too and lotions because my hands and my skins like they just get so dry. Do a few stretches. My job is very physical, so I really don't have a choice on this one. Take bubble baths. Not too much of a fan of bath, but after a very cold day at work or after a panic attack, those are freaking amazing. Wearing comfortable clothes. Work in progress on this one. I really don't know what my style is since I shop every few years. And at home, I'm learning to wear clothes. Since I want to have a social media presence, sometimes the internet have seen me in the most comfortable PJs. That's self love for me. Words of affirmation. Words of affirmation. She says, keep a gratitude jar. I have a gratitude journals, but I have heard of people doing gratitude jars and to start I need to start one and read them at the end of the year. It sounds like a cute idea. Write positive notes. I have a million notebooks for that. But when I started my battle with depression 10 years ago, I used to have post notes all over the hotel I was living in. It was a way to let my future self know that we were going to be fine. I still use it as a way to reprogram my brain when I'm stuck in in one of the negative emotions. She says to compliment yourself. This one's still weird, but like Mel Gibson, I do a lot of talk sometimes that feels silly, but helps me have a better day. Like when I'm walking through the mirror and I'm like, "Hey, beautiful, ready to have a wonderful day. I'm so proud of you. I love you." A lot. Words I copy from the billion texts that my mom sends me. I start for validation, sometimes not appreciating the validation that my mom gives me. I love her. She's the best. She said, work on improvement. Uh, this has been my mission on the last decade, first with books, then with videos, now with a lot of podcasts. Always trying to learn something new. Another of the love languages is act of service. Set monthly goals. I suck at this one. Now, working on it because of the podcast, I want to make sure I bring good content. But for myself, care, yeah, that's a no for me. But I'm working on it. Tidy up your place. I'm starting to think that acts of service is not my love language. I'm super messy when I'm home. I try better on my days off, clean up. I have one day to relax and one day to clean. Take a break. I'm all about this lifestyle. Donate to a charity. I don't have a specific charity, but I do love to be a blessing for others. Like people have blessed me on my worst days. And last but not least of the love languages is receiving gifts. Invest in your dreams. Have always been a priority for me. Just wish I had a better strategy before. Oh well, better late than never. Start a do it yourself project. I am not good at these, but diamond painting makes me feel like I'm an artist. You have to see it. Like, I have some videos on TikTok and some pictures on Instagram and Facebook of when I'm working with a diamond painting. They're just gorgeous. Buy your favorite clothes. I will say buy your favorite, whatever it is: books, pens, notebooks, coffee, good food. I guess for men, since I have like two or three men listening, it will be tools, car parts, video games. I guess anything for hunting and fishing, or just my countryman. I don't know. Make yourself a self care kit. This one is interesting for me. My book bag where I carry everywhere, I have my journals and planners. But I need to work on more baths, mani pedis at home, and skincare routine. I don't know things small that I can make, something small tech small steps can make a huge change. This one is longer than 10 minutes, so I'm having more troubles picking. I also find a self-care Sunday checklist by Sprouting Sen. I thought I would share with you guys too. That's something like to work on. It was Sunday, but like you can use it any day of the week and get ideas too. So, self care Sunday checklist. Every Sunday, challenge yourself to do one thing from this list. Do something new, read a fun book, soak in an Epsom salt bath, give yourself a mani pedi, watch a funny movie, do a 15-minute yoga flow, do a sweaty workout, bake something fun, take a stroll around your neighborhood, make a painting, write your future self a letter. I love those. Write your younger self a letter. I love those. Take a spin class, do a start do a short meditation, and I'm repeating, take a bubble bath. But I mean, it was on the list. Self-care is not selfish, it is necessary. Amen to that. And last but not least, I found 10 ways to practice self love by Believe and Create on Pinterest. And they put, if I can find it, uh, I told you there was going to be, oh, there you go, found the page. I said I needed some happy planner notebooks because you can take the pages off, so I'm not switching around pages back and forth. Okay, so 10 ways to practice self love. Choose happiness instead of settling for stress and anxiety. Spend one beautiful day alone away from your regular routine. Make a list of your favorite things about yourself. Reflect on the list often. Create a daily ritual that supports inner peace. Drop self judgment. Learn something new. Avoid dwelling in negative thoughts. Make sure the words you use to describe yourself are kind. Add more spontaneity to your life. And this one, the 10th one, I have it in caps. Ditch Shame. Oh, life will be so amazing without shame. Life is amazing without shame. I'm working on it. So then I hope this help you create a self-love routine. If don't already have one, see what your love language is so you can love yourself, single or dating somebody like me who doesn't care about love languages. Knowledge is power. And if you feel like something is missing, you can analyze the love languages by Gary Chapman and love yourself the way you need to. Tell me in the comments, message, reviews, how do you show yourself love, or how you plan to show love from yourself from now on. Hope you like this episode. Oh my gosh, I almost made it to 20 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. I need to start writing more and more content because that worked out great. Hope you love this episode. Bye bye. Thank you so much for listening to another episode. If you'd like to support me in any other way, please check out my Linktree Life with Francie profile, where you will find coupons to my favorite stores and more. Link will be in the description of this episode. God bless. Don't stress. I will be back with another episode soon.